did see, and you have seen in the last couple months, Tesla get clobbered. I'm sure if we are shorting it, paying attention to the range is going to be very important, which is your department. But it is, I think, more than just problems with Twitter, right? Twitter is, I think, destroying Musk's brand gradually as more people get to see the kind of person he is. I'll just leave it at that. And insofar as they see advertisers or it's burning cash or he needs to spend money on layoffs, you could in fact see him forced to sell more stock to fund that. I don't know whether he'll do that, but it's probably preferable to putting it into bankruptcy or whatever else he would have as an option, given the larger debt load. It could be the recall. There's I think the 19th Tesla recall was yesterday of the year, but it is worth noting that a recall is a regulatory process. It's a much less big deal than a lot of the Tesla bulls make it. Cars have recalls. It makes everyone safer. It's really a disclosure issue. When a defect is identified, there's a recall. Okay, I don't think it's avoiding a recall or pretending you don't have a defect. That would be a big deal. Just fixing it previously Tesla was fixing these things by software updates or whatever, and not really going through the regulatory process. That seems to be the wrong thing to do. The recall itself, I think, is not a big deal. The more common explanation for the recent weakness is that Chinese demand is not going well. They're cutting prices again in China, and there are obviously issues around COVID. But I think, in general, it's just as you commented on cost of capital. This is another liquidity, withdrawal name that's going to get hit. It rallied very sharply as you saw policy accommodation in 2020. That's where this whole bubble in the EV and new energy and planet-saving names came from, and now we're on the other side of that accommodative policy where you have stimulus withdrawal, and this is a name where it could go down 80%, and you could very easily make an argument that it's still overvalued, right, or it's fairly valued as a single product company facing extensive competitive entry and a capital-intensive, low-return business. So
everyone should know and take notes, everything that Jay just said, because most people who've been long Tesla the whole way down don't. And if they do, they have a complete cognitive dissonance and try to ignore it.
Interesting thing on your discussion on Elon Musk. One question I've had for a while, but I haven't seen anything filed on this is, Tesla's taken a big hit because of the Twitter fiasco and his adventurism with Twitter. And you wonder how the hit to the shareholders of Tesla is going to play out, because he's been sued for breach of fiduciary duty because of tweets and SEC violations. I don't know where that case is, but anything that could threaten the company or drive down the stock price that's unrelated to the merits of Tesla itself, it raises questions about fiduciary obligations to those shareholders. So I think that also is an ongoing question, and I wonder when people are going to start really looking at that.
People believe and then they don't, and when they don't believe, things crash, and that's what's happening to Tesla. It's not, like $500 billion in market cap. It's like this is. I don't know if the mother of all bubbles gives due credit to what just happened here or is happening here.
Hey there, Hedgeye Nation, or if you're not part of Hedgeye Nation, thanks for watching Hedgeye on YouTube. If you haven't already, make sure to click on the button below there. Subscribe to our YouTube page. You can also follow the link in the description to our website to get even more great investing content.